Now we will prove or find the CR equations in polar form. The necessary condition for the function f of z to be analytic in polar form is given here. Dou v by dou theta is equal to r into dou u by dou r, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 by r dou u by dou theta. Of course, the proof you can proceed as we did in the case of the Cartesian coordinates. But now what we will be doing here is that we know the transformation from Cartesian coordinate to polar coordinate system. So using this transformation, we can derive the CR equations from the Cartesian coordinates that we know. Here, the general transformation that is used to convert Cartesian to polar coordinates is this. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. When you substitute this, Cartesian coordinate system will get transformed into polar coordinate system. So usually what we do is we take u as a function of x and y. This x and y are replaced in terms of r and theta. So when I calculate dou u by dou r, that will be dou u by dou x into dou x by dou r plus dou u by dou y into dou y by dou r, because x and y are functions of r. And when I substitute dou x by dou r, I get cos theta, and dou y by dou r will be sin theta. So I call this as equation A. Similarly, I find dou v by dou theta. Dou v by dou theta will be dou v by dou x into dou x by dou theta plus dou v by dou y into dou y by dou theta. It's not dou r, it has to be dou v by dou theta. Dou v by dou theta. So in this case, I differentiate x and y with respect to theta, and I get minus r sin theta into dou v by dou x and plus dou v by dou r into r cos theta. This will be dou v by dou theta. So you know the CR equations in Cartesian form. Dou u by dou x, this will be dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Okay. So now here I have dou v by dou x. Okay, this term into minus. I can replace it with dou v by dou u by dou y, and similarly dou v by dou y I can replace it with dou u by dou x, because here in equation A I have partial derivatives of u with respect to x and y. When I replace dou v by dou x and dou v by dou y in terms of partial derivatives of u using CR equations, I get another equation, namely B. Dou v by dou theta is equal to dou u by dou y into r sin theta plus dou u by dou x into r cos theta. Now when you compare these two equations, the equations at the right hand side of A and B are same, except you have a multiple of r in equation B. Rest it is going to be equation A. So when I compare equation A and B, I get the first CR equation in polar form. Dou v by dou r is equal to r into dou u by dou r. And of course, as you remember the CR equations in Cartesian form, you should also remember the CR equations in polar form. Namely, dou v by dou theta is equal to r into dou u by dou r. Now how do you get the other equation? Now I differentiate u with respect to theta partially, and I get equation C, namely dou u by dou x into minus r sin theta plus dou u by dou y into r cos theta. So this will be the value of dou u by dou theta. Now I calculate dou v by dou r, and that turns out to be dou v by dou x into cos theta plus dou v by dou y into sin theta. And now I have to compare these two equations. Okay. Before comparing, I have to convert dou v by dou x and dou v by dou y in terms of partial derivatives of u using the CR equations in Cartesian form. Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Okay. So now here dou v by dou y is replaced with dou u by dou x, but of course here I should have not cos theta, I should have sin theta. There is a typographical error. It has to be sin theta. So I'll have dou u by dou x into sin theta for this term. And dou v by dou x is replaced with minus dou u by dou y here. Minus dou u by dou y. Now when I compare equation C and D, I can see that minus 1 by r dou u by dou theta is equal to dou v by dou r. These two, the previous one and this one, constitutes the Cauchy-Riemann equations in polar form. And this is given, both are given here. Dou v by dou theta is equal to r into dou u by dou r, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 by r into dou u by dou theta. And of course, as I told you, you remember this CR equations in polar form, because this will be helpful to test the analyticity when you use the polar coordinate system. There, in the case of the Cartesian coordinate, you add the formula for f dash of z, namely dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x. Similarly, here for f dash of z, you have two expressions, one in terms of partial derivatives with respect to r, and other with the partial derivatives with respect to theta. And of course here you should also remember these two. Okay. And this can be obtained from, as I told you, the formula f dash of z, which is equal to dou u by dou x plus I into dou v by dou x. Using that, you can calculate these two formula, and similarly the other one. So now, as an example here, we will find f of z is equal to z power n, which satisfies the CR equations, and we will also obtain the derivative of z power n. You know, derivative of z power n, d by dz of z power n, this will be n z power n minus 1. Okay, but how do we get this? We will get it using the CR equations and the formula for the derivatives. And as such, there is no particular way in finding out whether to use the polar form or the Cartesian form. Whichever is convenient, you can use it. You know that z power n, I can rewrite it as x plus iy whole power n, and I can also use the Cartesian form and get the derivative of z power n. But whenever I have the function of the form z power n or log z or e power iz okay, or e power some constant times z, it is better to use the polar form. So now what I will do is, I will use the polar form and I will find the derivative. I substitute z is equal to r e power I theta. Okay, and you know that this Euler form e power I theta will be cos theta plus I sin theta. Because I have z power n here, this z power n can be rewritten as r power n into cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This you can obtain from De Morvis theorem. I separate the real and imaginary parts. U will be r power n into cos n theta. V will be r power n into sin n theta. I find the partial derivatives of u with respect to r and theta, and partial derivatives of v with respect to r and theta. So now I have obtained the four partial derivatives. I have to check whether the four partial derivatives satisfies the CR equations. Dou v by dou theta is this. Okay, n r power n into cos n theta. I have to multiply dou u by dou r with r. That gives you n r power n cos n theta. So the first equation is satisfied. Dou v by dou r is n r power n minus 1 sin n theta, and when I multiply dou u by dou theta with minus 1 by n, I get this. So from that you can say that the CR equations are satisfied. Therefore f of z is equal to z power n is analytic. If it is analytic, then I can find the derivative using the formula f dash of z is equal to e power minus I theta into dou u by dou r plus I dou v by dou r. I substitute the value of dou u by dou r and dou v by dou r and simplify it, and I get n z power n minus 1. Similarly, what I can do is, I can also use the other formula here, namely f dash of z is equal to e power minus I theta by r into dou v by dou theta minus I into dou u by dou theta. Here you can see that this is entirely in terms of partial derivatives of r. Here this is entirely in terms of partial derivatives of theta. So upon simplification, I get n z power n minus 1 by using the value of dou v by dou theta and dou u by dou theta. So this is the process to find the derivatives of f of z when you use the partial derivatives. As I told you, remembering this formula is very important, and similarly the CR equations in the polar form. These two will help you to find the derivative of f of z when you use the polar form.